Welcome back to another video, boys. And today we are doing the Reddit subreddit r/talesfromtechsupport. Hope y'all enjoy, and let's get into it. This first Reddit post is, "This one almost cost me my job." I was starting to work in a big engineering company. My manager went to a business trip and left me in charge of everything for a day. For some reason, one file server crashed. I tried to reboot it, but it crashed again. When booting up, I know this server is critical. It serves the home directories and the storage for about 150 Unix workstations and 100 Windows PCs. Manager starts calling to know what's happening. I briefly explain what is happening and I'm working on it. One of the engineering managers wants to know how long this is going to take. I told him I don't know, but I'm working on it as fast as I can. He decided to pay me a visit and keeps nagging on me about not being able to work. I'm super stressed at this point and he asks, "Do you know how much money we're losing per minute we cannot work?" I snapped and answered, "Yes, insert manager name. I do. We have been chatting for like 30 minutes. He turns around and leaves, super pissed. I managed to solve the problem. Next day, manager asked my manager for my head on a stick. My manager asks him, well, yes, you were wasting his time, preventing him from fixing the problem. If memory doesn't fail me, the problem was that the server exceeded the max open file limit. Also, I had to disconnect the server from the network to let it boot properly without being choked out by all the clients trying to connect at the same time. Edit. Some words. Thank you, anonymous benefactors, for the silver award. Thank you for the gold award. It was my first one. Well, that was good because that server was running the entire job that they had, but the guy was being such a dick that he would not let him do his job. So, wow, that's what the guy gets for being a dick to him. Anyway, our second Reddit post is, "You knew this entire time?" So for context, I work at a medium-sized MSP. We primarily provide network, hardware, servers, and limited software support. If someone has a problem with Outlook, no problem. Your super specific real estate appraisal software, don't know a damn thing about it, let me call them. They actually pay these guys for software support, just because it is more efficient for me to call them and get a solution in 20 minutes supposedly, than spend 3 hours reinventing the wheel. My boss also prefers I don't mess with the software for liability reasons. If something breaks, he doesn't want us to get blamed. We had this ongoing issue where the program runs like absolute crap. I'm talking crashing, errors, freezing on every system at least 15 minutes or so. It varies a little, but has been getting progressively worse as the size of the database increases. So I've been working with the vendor trying to get this fixed. They restructured the database, reinstalled the programs, blamed our network. Spoiler, it's not our network. Cue yesterday. I finally get frustrated enough to go digging. Verified firewall rules, dug through event logs, and all that fun stuff. Well, you know what I discovered? They installed SQL Express 208R and never updated it. The vendor. You know what? I'm looking that up because I don't actually know what that means. SLQ208R. Okay, images. Okay, sick. It's a motherboard with a big chip on it. Cool. Whatever. Me. Hi. So I'm sure you can see this has been an ongoing problem for a while with no resolution. I did a little investigating myself, and it seems a lot of errors were going on, or getting relation to SQL. Microsoft has documentation on it, but the update package is no longer available through the catalogs. Because the software is a decade old. Oh, yeah, that may cause the problem. Here's a non-searchable article on our website about upgrading it to 2017. Okay, wait a minute. You're telling me you guys have spent checked tickets about 16 hours working on this problem and you knew the entire time? Well, 2008 is when what gets installed with our program, and updating it to 2017 is out of the scope of our support. At this point, I could hear the toilet quietly running as our client flushed their money down the toilet to pay these buffoons. Just so we're being extremely clear, outdated software was the issue. You knew that it got installed with your application in the first place. You knew at least half a dozen other support staff. I don't dare call them techs. Never even thought to mention this. That's just what gets installed with our software. Alright, cool. Thanks for your time. Wrote up an email with what I found, sent it to my boss and client, and waited patiently. Several minutes later, the client calls me with the lightest bit heated. So, they knew the entire time? It's almost been 2 months. That is correct. And they literally have an article on their website about it that they never sent to us. Yep. I'll call you back in a few minutes. Several minutes later, I receive an email from our client with my boss and everyone in the kingdom CC'd. Spoke with the total. They said they would be happy to update their database. I would prefer that y'all did that if at all possible. Reply. Yep, no problem. I love contracts. Then whatever that face is. Damn, that's so entitled. It's like, oh, I know how to do my job, but I'm just not going to do my job. Like, so what are they paying you for? They're not paying you for anything is what is happening. It's so dumb. Like, people, even if it's doing above what you are supposed to do, and you're not going to get fired for it, do it, please, because you need to learn how to do it. Like, goddamn. Anyway, let's get into it. The third one. Please know the protocol you're programming with. I work in a bigger company in networking L2, L4 OSI. Well, kind of. I was a load balancer guy. So my extent of my work from L2 to L7, L8 to, of course, when I got an invitation to the meeting, it was most likely this. Can we do this with LB? Sure, we can load balance 2 HTTP servers. Thanks, bye. But this we got a bigger project. This time, we had to load balance based on country information passed in the HTTP server. or message. Well, of course we can do this. Just add HTTP headers and give me the name. Or you add it to query. Any other questions? Message me when you're done. I'll confirm it then. Awesome. But we could but could we do this together this afternoon? It's urgent. So we met 2 hours later. Then they showed me their code. Explained how their web application is working and so on. Then they asked me, what are the HTTP headers? Wait, what? So I explained to full stack web developers how their protocol is working. They are working with, and I recovered from the shock. I still couldn't believe what I just did. I finished everything with the information that I could, the LB, to their wish. Nice side effect. I heard the best German interpretation of the sentence. I just want to have a solution for that problem. Genius. Still using it after 3 years. Well, Brett, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That's not how you do your job correctly. You kind of supposed to know how to work a website if you're a web developer. And he said they're full stack too. That's not, oh my god. How do people get into their jobs and not know what they're doing? Especially with having that much, time in it. Doesn't make any sense, but anyway. Hope y'all had a good, I hope y'all enjoyed, and hope y'all have a good day. Peace.